Hello everyone. This is going to be a fun one. So my big project for the year for YouTube is basically Madden coaching. The whole concept of the coach's corner. I like to thank Controllers In, my buddy Mason, and even Bodog, even though he trolls me with Vicky, for this idea. So what we're going to do here, the plan is, over the course of the next year, every Monday, we're going to be releasing videos on YouTube to help people improve their Madden gameplay. Whether you're playing franchise, whether it's head-to-head, so that can go into MUT, just playing with your basic teams, playing against your buddies, whatever. Different things that I can provide from a football mind in various ways to help you enjoy the game, regardless of the state of the game. I'm putting it nicely, but basically help people to find enjoyment playing football. That's what we're aiming for. So there's a lot of ideas, and there's still more to come. I can promise you this is not going to be perfect, because it just is how it is. It's going to be an evolving thing, and I just want to do the best I can to make sure that people are able to enjoy this as much as possible. So I may link a spreadsheet here in the future, but it's in the Discord. There are some things that we're going to be going over the next year. I'm just going to list a couple. I have them kind of broken down. I talked about this on stream a bit. Some of the things are just called the Madden School of Gaming here. Base defensive schematics. Man-to-man, man blitz, cover 1, cover 2, 3, 4, 6. Zone blitz, Tampa 2. You have the base defensive sets, 4-3, 3-4. Of course, there's variations within. 4-4, nickel, dime, quarter, or dollar. Base offensive concepts. West Coast, or I guess you can say schemes. May have it backwards. So schemes, you have the West Coast, air raid, power run, spread, fullback heavy. You have concepts, four verts, bunch, shotgun, option, play action. I'll be adding RPOs into those as well. Now that I have the game, I see they're a little more prevalent, so it is something that's going to be addressed. I've actually run some, and there's some things that I like, and I wouldn't say don't like about them, but there's definitely some things that can be talked about that can help people a little better. And really, that's what we're aiming for. That's what we're aiming for. Also, we're going to delve into, especially on the offensive side of the ball, plays versus pass plays versus run plays. So you have, in terms of pass, you have screen passes, route combinations, out routes, play action, option routes, what they are, how they work, and how not to let them screw you over. They can be very dangerous if run incorrectly, let me tell you. That's a big... Watching Jameis, it's a good handful of his interceptions, not all, but not only say the majority, but definitely a chunk of his interceptions came from miscommunications between a quarterback and receiver on option route. Then you have high-low pass attack. We get into runs. ISO versus dive, power trap, sweeps, stretches, everyone's favorite from last year. I didn't even play the game and I know that. Read options, inside and outside zones. I'm gonna probably add a couple other things to that as well. There's still a little bit of a difference with smash, so probably address that a little bit. It's a different type of run, smash and plunge. Then we're gonna go into some general tips. Explaining settings on offense and the defense side of the ball, pre-snap homework on both sides of the ball, watching the offensive line, how to attack various defensive formations, how to run in between the tackles. Discipline when you run. I say power runs, but what I intend with is pulling guards So I'll have to explain what that concept is, but how to properly run those formations or run with those types of plays. Play action, how to bust zones, what dummy routes are and how you use them, and how to avoid the user. Fan favorite. Defensively, how to generate pressure, the benefits and negatives of disguising and showing pressure, how to play grab control, how to crowd the box, what it does, how to defend various types of plays or routes. So in this case, posts, very popular route, vertical, scrambling quarterbacks, perimeter runs, which would be stretches and tosses, gap discipline, how you do that properly with the user linebacker. One of the biggest things I want to talk about, because it's one of those things that you can really screw up the game very quickly. Easy way to negate bad play calls. When to go for a user pick versus swatting the ball. When to go for a tackle versus a hit stick. How to defend screens. How do you cover the middle, and how to bait as the user. So some of the things we'll talk about franchise as well too. Schemes, how to match, maximize, attributes, what they are, what they do, which ones are important, which ones you should be trying to develop in your players, how to draft well. Seems simple enough, but these are things that some people like to talk about as well. Free agency, how to handle that. And then we'll also get into some MUT. MUT will be its own separate thing. But I wanted to give you a screenshot here, basically kind of summarizing that, just so you have the visual and not just the voice. Now, as you see, the Bucks get one of the many touchdowns they'll get. So this is the plan. Teach football one-on-one basics, the base things, so you understand why you're doing what you're doing. Explaining schemes and concepts so you have an understanding of why things work. How to improve the gameplay, so basically user tips, franchise tips, how to get more out of franchise, how to give yourselves advantages. And then we have individual coach sessions. This is something that I'll be talking about later on. On stream and off stream, we'll be putting together videos of playing with various users and being able to coach them either while playing a game or coaching them while they're playing someone else. So the things that I notice, room for improvement, changes that can be made, little things like that to help make everyone enjoy this game a bit more. So I say all that. The first thing we're going to break down, we're going to start at the bare bottom, the very base defense that most people are ever going to run. Cover 2 man. Man in general, but specifically cover 2. So there's a few things that I can talk about. That will be our episode next week. Be very comfortable seeing this practice video because we're going to see this a lot. So that's where we'll start. I'm going to try to keep these videos no longer than 15 minutes. Try to give pros and cons to everything so you understand why things work and why they should work in certain situations and why you shouldn't use them in other situations. That said, make sure to sub and follow the YouTube channel. These will go up every Monday. They'll be their own separate playlist, so it'll make it really easy for people to go through and look for specific topics to help them out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.